Hey guys, this is Rahul here. Today we are going to talk about Tableau projects. Now there are three projects in this entire video. Like this is what the agenda is to talk about case study one, foreign direct investment, Boston real estate, and IMDb. What I'm planning to do is I'll first talk about what Tableau is, and then I will take one of the use cases which is on the coronavirus because that is the thing which people are talking about these days, right? And there is some data available. So let's get started. Now, what is Tableau? Tableau is a powerful data visualization tool in the market, and people are using this particular software because it is helping me to get the insights in quick time. The main benefit which we have from this particular software is that it is helping me to get the useful insights so that business can able to take the decision quickly. The main benefit of this product is that it's a plug and play. I don't have to create the entire architecture again. For example, let's say I have created a dashboard on maybe marketing. I will just have to create one dashboard and then I just have to ask the business that you can give me this type of data set and I will plug my dashboard in that data and you will get the updates for your company. So I can able to create a reusable dashboards which I can sell to various different clients. You can create your own, I would say, different templates and then use that template to sell to the different clients. It's a plug and play, so you just have to tell that these are the columns I'm looking for. Once you have these columns available, I'll just plug my dashboard and you will get the insights what you are looking for. And that is the main benefit of this particular software. It's an amazing software and doing great in the market. There are two softwares, one is Tableau and second is Power BI. These two softwares are like competing with each other and both are doing great actually. And Tableau as my personal favorite. It's an amazing software because it is giving the high quality visuals and it's an amazing software at the end, I will say. Now, how to install Tableau? Now there are two ways to do it. One is there is a 14 days trial period, so you can go to the Tableau website and there you will get, so you'll go to tableau.com and you will get the link there. If you go to products, Tableau desktop, you can click on this link and you can download Tableau from this link. It's a 14 days trial period, so obviously after 14 days the access will be revoked. So for training purposes, there is one website which you can go for, public.tableau.com, where you will get the public software of Tableau. It's a free of cost, but as it is a free of cost, obviously there will be some limitations to it. The limitations are I cannot connect to the databases, I can connect to only the files system. Second is if I am creating any visuals and if I'm trying to save, it will not able to save in the local machine, it will save in the public server. You have to sign in, you have to sign up in the public server and it will save in the public server. So for training purposes, this particular option is pretty much fine. There is no issues with that. You can use that for your practice purposes. Now, once you installed in your machine, obviously it's time for us to take the case study. So here is the data set which we have. So at the end, we have to understand how we can apply Tableau on the data set. Now this is the data which I got from WHO website on the coronavirus. So these days people are talking about this because of this pandemic, and that is what it came to my mind that let's talk about this data because people will be curious enough to get the insights, what's going on at different locations. Obviously, the data is the old data. It's for 12th of April. Indian government have given this website, and in this website you will get a lot of data from different data sources. Now I come back to the data set. Now here I used to get the data from this link, but this link is now broken. That's why I'm not able to fetch out the latest data from here. But the last data which I have fetched out is on the 12th of April. And I'm using this data purposefully because I want to show you that it's like almost 1 month and 10 days something. How much cases increased in India, right? At this point in time, the total number of cases in India is around 1,06,000. However, on 12th of April, the number of cases in India were around 8,000. Right? If I go to India, you can see that how exponentially the cases are increasing. Total number of cases we had on 12th of April was 8,356. But now, after 1 month and 10 days approximately, the total number of cases are more than China. It's like 1,06,000. So it's a tough time, and I hope you guys are doing great and take care of yourself. So here's the data set, and now let's go and connect to Tableau. Now, this is the latest version of Tableau which we have, Tableau 2020.2. I am clicking on that. The file which I have is a CSV file, comma separated value files. In Tableau, it is nothing but a text file. So I'll go ahead and then connect data with the text file. Now I'll go ahead and go to the location which is in the downloads and connect this data. Now once I connect to this data set, you can see that I have some of the columns which I will require for visualization, but some of the columns I may not require. For example, this ID field is not making any sense to me. I can very well hide it. I don't want it, so I can hide that. Similarly, these fields looks like not required, so I can go ahead and select these fields and make it hide as well. These are the fields which I am interested in. Now here ADMO name is nothing but it's a country name, right? So I'll just update by double clicking, make it as country name. Date of report. So this is my current date, which is like at the time of reporting, this was the date, that is 12/4. This is my confirmed cumulative count, and this is my deaths, cumulative deaths. This is the latitude and longitude. So now I'll just go ahead and update these columns as well, right? How to unhide the data? So unhide, you see this option, show hidden files, feed, sorry, click on that. I'll just double click here and I can make it as confirmed cases. And here also I'll make it as confirmed deaths. So I have updated the country name, date of report, confirmed cases, confirmed deaths, latitude, longitude. Now country name is a geographic field, but Tableau is not able to understand that it's a geographic field. The only reason is that in the source, the file name, the field name was ADMO name, right? In the file, the country name is mentioned as ADMO name. That's why when I connected to Tableau, I got the field name as ADMO name, and because of that, Tableau did not able to understand that it's a country field. I'll go ahead and change it to country/region. So I'll click on this, and you can see that now it is a geographic field. You can see it's a globe sign. I'll go to sheet 1 and you can see that here latitude and longitude, these fields are automatically generated by Tableau, and these are the center led center lot coming from the data. So either I can use these latitude longitude or I can use this which is generated by Tableau. I'm okay to use these fields generated by Tableau. Now I'll drag this country name here. You can see that I'm able to get the data, and it consists of various different countries which are present in my data set. Now, before I go ahead and create some visuals, we have to understand the data and we have to decide what all things I can able to show. So from here, obviously, confirm counts by country looks like an important information for me. Confirm deaths by country looks like an important information for me. Apart from that, what all things I can do? Maybe I can find total number of countries which are impacted by finding the count of the countries. That is one insight I can get. After that, maybe I can think of segregating this data. Let's say based on number of deaths, I want to segregate the data. For example, let's say when the deaths are more than 5,000 or something, then it's a very critical area. If the deaths are between 1,000 and 5,000, then I can say that it's an orange zone, something like that. And if deaths are less than 1,000, then I can say that it's a green zone, right? So that type of segregation I can also do, so that I can segregate the countries based on the zones. So these are some of the things which we can create by seeing the data set. I can also get the percentage of deaths if you are looking for it. That total number of deaths we have is 3351. Total number of confirmed cases are 83,597. I want to take the percentages, which is nothing but 3351 divided by 83597, and that is nothing but some percentage I will get. So that type of information also I can able to find it. So with this understanding, because once we are getting the data, we have to have the understanding before we jump to creating the data visualization. Very, very important. So now what I'll do with the data which I have, I'll go ahead and create the visuals. So the first visual which we think of is number of confirmed cases across the countries. I already dragged country in the pane, and you can see that we are getting all the countries, and here there is 4 unknown coming in. Looks like Tableau is not able to understand these 4 location. Let me click on it. Go to edit location, and here you can see that 4 locations which we are getting. One is the United Kingdom. In Tableau it is mentioned as United Kingdom. So I'll just tag United Kingdom so that it will understand that yes, it is not the United Kingdom, but it is United Kingdom. Second is this Northern Mariana Islands. I think this is also present here. Northern Mariana Islands, you can see here. So let's tag it. Now, occupied Palestinian territory and international conveyance, Diamond Princess, these are the locations not present in Tableau as well. So we have to do one thing. I can go to occupied Palestinian territory and click on this drop down, and I can manually enter the latitude and longitude of that location. So for that, we will have to search in the Google. So occupied Palestinian territory, latitude and longitude. So this is the location we have. I'll just put that in Tableau. And finally, this international conveyance. This international conveyance is nothing but it's a ship, and it is changing the location every day. So if I go ahead and check for Diamond Princess, latitude, longitude, it's a cruise where people are there and they are also infected with corona. There are some count available. So the latitude and longitude of this ship is this one. I'll go ahead and drag it and put it here. And this location is changing every day because it's a ship moving across. Click OK. You can see that all the values are now selected. Now I want to first get the total number of cases. So total number of cases I can drag here in the colors, and you can see that we are getting the shade of blue where it is showing me total number of cases across the globe. US is the darkest because the confirmed cases are maximum out here. And here you can see 83,000. If I'll take today's data, India will be darker blue because we already reached 1 lakh. You see this, these are like 1 lakh. So it's a bit of darker blue as compared to the rest of the locations. I can change the color. Let's say I'll make this color as bit of gray warm something, and you can see that this is the data we have seen. And this is showing me the total number of cases. Now the second thing which I want to show is total number of deaths, and if I will able to show that in the same chart, and that will be beneficial because I am saving some of the spaces. I am not creating multiple charts. I want to show total number of deaths as well in this chart only. What I'll do is I'll just drag this latitude next to latitude or longitude next to longitude, whichever way you can go for. In the left side, you are showing me total number of confirmed cases. In the right side, I want to show total number of deaths. I'll drag this confirmed deaths in the size. Bigger the circle, more number of deaths we have. Smaller the circle, less number of deaths we have. I can increase the size a bit, and I can give some borders as well so that it will be highlighted properly. And then there is a concept of dual axis. I want to put this chart on top of this chart. I'll drag the sum of confirmed deaths in the color as well, so that will have a different color. Let's make it as red. And then drop down, there is an option of dual axis. Click on that. You can see that we are getting this particular data. So here the circle denotes the total number of deaths and the color of the country denotes total number of confirmed cases. I'll go ahead in the circle and try to reduce the opacity so that it will become a bit of lighter, and you will able to show, or you will able to see the overlaps of the circles as well. So you can adjust the opacity so that you will able to see each of the circles which are present. Now here you are getting various information. One is the cases and the deaths. But now what I'm looking for is I want to write one more logic. Business says that can you segregate the data based on the total number of deaths. Let me sort the data. Business says that, can you write a logic where the total number of deaths greater than 10,000, then this is a red zone. If the total number of deaths are between 1,000 and 9,000, it's a orange zone, and if it is below 1,000, then it's a green zone, right? Something like that. I need to write a logic. If I want to refresh the data, I'll just right click here. There is an option of refresh if the data is updating on a daily basis, right? Now, I'll drag the total number of deaths already here, and I want to write some logic out here. Maybe I can create a calculate field, because obviously I have to write some logic. So maybe I have to use some if type of statement, because some conditions I have to mention. Let's say location segregation, and I'll write the logic. If confirmed deaths are more than 10,000, then it is a red zone. Else, if confirmed deaths are greater than 1,000 and confirmed deaths are less than 10,000, or you can say here I'll write less than equal to, greater than equal to, so that this condition will be satisfied. Then make it as orange zone, else make it as green zone. All right. So if confirmed deaths are greater than or equal to 10,000, then it's a red zone. Else, if confirmed deaths greater than 1,000 and confirmed deaths less than 10,000, then orange zone. Else, green zone. All the conditions we have covered. Click OK. And this new field is created. Let me put it maybe next to this. You can see that United States, Italy, Spain, France are above 10,000, so it's a red zone. The values here are between 1,000 and 10,000, then it is an orange zone. And if I'll see below 1,000, it's an green zone. So data segregated successfully. So I'll just remove all these things, because I just wanted to write a logic and show you that how it will look like. But in this map only, I want, when I hover, it should tell me that it's a red zone. When I hover, it should tell me whether it is a green zone or so on, right? If I will drag this location in the label, or let's say in the tooltip, and when I'm hovering, you see it is helping me understand which one is green zone, red zone, and so on. But I don't want something like this. What I want is, when I'm hovering on the map, it should give me some shape. For example, let's say it's a red zone, so it should give me a high alert type of a shape. So what I will do is, I'll just remove this location segregation from the tooltip. I'll go and create a sheet 2 where I'll drag location segregation, and also I will drag location segregation by selecting the shape. I'll drag location segregation in the shapes as well. Make it as entire view. You can see that we have 3 different shapes. Green zone is circle, orange zone is a square, and red zone is plus. I'll go ahead and change the shape by clicking here, edit shape, and then I have saved one shapes out here in the folder. So I'll go ahead and make it as green zone. This is my orange zone, and this is my high alert red zone. You can see that we are getting three different shapes based on the zones. Now I'll go to the sheet 1, click on the tooltip. So I want, when I'm hovering on the circle, then also the shape will come, and when I'm hovering on the country, then also the shape will come. That means in this tooltip and in this tooltip I have to put. So I'll go to the all, because when I do any changes in the all, that means both the tooltips will update. So I click on the tooltip and then I'll just insert sheet 2. I click on OK, and now when I'm hovering, you can see that it is showing me the location, which location is of which shape. And that is the benefit here, because by seeing the shapes, I'll able to understand, okay, that's a red zone and so on. So that is how you can make this dashboard, that this particular sheet, interactive. Now what I want is, I want to show, so basically at the end I want to create a dashboard. In the dashboard I should have all the, I would say, uh, different KPI values. So let me create a dashboard in some time. So what I am looking for is, I have to have a dashboard which will have the three KPIs: total number of deaths, sorry, confirmed cases, total number of deaths, and total number of countries impacted. And then here I want to show the map. And here I'll give the dashboard title. So this type of a dashboard I need to create. That means I will require to create this, and this three more sheets. This sheet will consist of total number of confirmed cases, total number of deaths, total number of countries impacted. I already created this map, so I don't have to create it, it's already with me. So I'll go ahead and create three more sheets, one for confirmed cases, one for deaths, and one for number of countries impacted. I'll drag this total number of cases in the text. You can see that the total number of cases which we have is around 17 lakhs. Obviously the data is for 12th of April. Let me format this, and I want it as a big bold number in black color. These are my total number of cases. So I used 24 bold black. I'll do the same here also. This is my total number of deaths. I'll drag it here and I'll format it, and I want it as 24 bold black. And finally we'll have one more where I want to show total number of countries impacted, and I don't know how I can get that. What I'll do, I'll create a calculated field, total number of countries impacted, count distinct of country name. I want to get the distinct count of the country name. I click OK, and I'll drag this out here. You'll able to get total number of countries impacted. I click on the format, and made it as black bold. Now if I check the paint, the design which I was looking for, this three sheets also we have created. Now what I want to create a dashboard. In this dashboard, I have to put all the sheets. Now before I go ahead and drop the sheets out here, I want to make it more beautiful. People are using these days some different ways of making the dashboard more beautiful. So let's try to do it. So here, what is the size of a dashboard? It is like 1000 cross 800, right? The size which you see is 1000 cross 800. So there is a website called Figma. You can log in with your credentials. You can create your free account here. Let me sign in. If the account is not there, I'll create it because this will help you. I think, yeah, all right. So now here what I'm looking for is, this is helping me to generate the background of the dashboard. Let me create one for you. Click on this plus, and then I can create my custom background. We already know the size of the dashboard. It is 1000 cross 800. So I'll go to this drop down. There is a rectangle. I'll create a block which will be 1000 cross 800 something. So I'll just write 1000 and it is 800, and I'll just make it to fit. All right. So this is my dashboard, and I want to make it as a custom type of a dashboard. Like I want it to be the background of the dashboard should be beautiful. So now here you see this degree option. Let's make it as 15, and because I made it as 15, you can see that there is a curve coming in, right? There is a curve here. Let me change it to white color. Maybe if you want, you can make it as white color. So click here and make it as, I think FFFFF is white, right? So now my background is white color. If you want, I can click on the effects and click on the shadow and make it as bit of, let's say 5. You see there is a shadow coming in. You must be seeing this shadow here. So you got this dashboard and you got this background. Now we know that we have 3 sheets. So basically the placement of my chart will be like this, right? 3 sheets out here, and then I have this big sheet, and I have the dashboard title as well. So here what I can do is I can have some more rectangles. This is my first rectangle. Let me copy this and paste it here and paste it here again. Okay. Now this section, let me make it bit of inner side. Now you can see that this and this 3 sections we have. Here I will have total number of confirmed cases. Here I will have total number of deaths. Here I will have total number of countries impacted. I can make bit of down so that I'll have some space for dashboard title as well. And let me change the color. Let me make it as white as well. So let's make it white and give some angle to it. and give some effects to it as well. Okay, you can see that it's coming in. You can very well remove this if you want. You can just copy this, that is also fine, will save the time, and make it here like this. So now we have three shapes. Here I'll put total number of confirmed cases, deaths, and total number of countries impacted. Also I'll copy this and make it down, increase the size and the size as well, where I'll put the map, right? So this is my area where I can put the map. Let me use this for title as well. So I'll just copy this and paste it here. This is for my title. And you can see that a dashboard with looks beautiful, right? And bit of different. If you want, I can change the color of the background. If you are not interested in white, you can give any other color. That is also fine. At the end, it should look appealing. Maybe let's see if I can choose any color. Okay, let's go with this color, bit of yellowish, yellowish, brownish, grayish, something like that. And if you want, you can make this also the same color, but if you want, you can make it white also, no problem. Now my dashboard is ready. Let me save this and export. And you can see that the image is downloaded, and this is my dashboard image. This is looks good. This looks good. The main problem here, you can see that there is a gray background. This is not looking good. If you see it properly, below this curve there is some gray background. I don't want that. I'll remove that. So I'll go ahead and make this background as white. And now I can very well export it again. And now let's check the image. This looks now fine, right? So this is my dashboard, and these are my location where I can put the sheets. I'll go to Tableau and I'll just go ahead and insert the image. It will ask me for the location of the image. I'll just put it. It's in the downloads. Select the file. Click OK. Now here it's cutting, so I'll have to increase the size a bit. Let me make that a bit of bigger size. And the extra spaces which I'm getting, I have to adjust that. So let's make it 1050 pixel. If you want, you can reduce it further. Let's say 40 or 30 something. This looks fine. And below also, I'll just adjust. Let's make it as 830 something. Let's try. This looks fine. If you want, you can further reduce the size, no problem. Make it 25. So now it is adjusted properly. Now you can see that I have a proper location available where I can put all the sheets. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and click on this floating button and drag the first chart, which is a map, at this location. If you want, you can put this legends. If you want, you can remove that for now and expand, rename, remove this title and expand till here. So you can see that a map is now present. Some artistic skills required. After that, I'll just put the total number of cases out here, hide the title, and adjust the size a bit. And that artistic view is required, right? So you just have to expand it and drag it here. So the size which we have selected, I think the size is very small. So I have to reduce the font size because this is not fitting in this particular block. So I can go ahead and reduce the size a bit, format, and make it, let's say, 20. Now this is properly coming in. Right. Also, I can have the text. I'll drag the text here. Total confirmed cases, and put it above this. Same way, I'll go for the deaths as well. I have to adjust the font size. I want to make it 20. And adjust the size a bit. And drag the text. Total confirmed deaths. And you can adjust the position. And finally, the last is my total number of countries impacted. So I'll just adjust the size, and the font size I have to reduce to 20. And here I'll adjust the sheet here. And this is nothing but my total countries impacted. So I'll just drag the text, countries impacted, and drag this here. Done. Now I want to give the title of the dashboard as well. So I'll just go and drag the text. COVID-19 analysis dashboard. I'll increase the size, make it bold, click OK, and drag it here. Adjust the size. Now COVID-19 analysis dashboard as on 12th April, right? Because my data is of 12th April. If I'll drag this date of report in the text and convert it to exact date, it is giving me 12th of April. So I want to make it DD, MM, YY. I don't want this hours, minutes, and seconds. I'll create a calculated field, date. I'll have a date function where I'll call report date and click OK. I'll remove this and drag this date and make it as exact date 12/4/2020, and also I'll format and make it as maybe 22 bold and drag this sheet out here, height, and you can adjust the size. So you can see that COVID analysis dashboard. Perfect. So now my dashboard is ready. Now what I'm interested in, when I'm clicking on any of the countries, this value, and this value should change. So what I'll do, I'll make this particular sheet as my filter. So now suppose I'm clicking on United States, it is showing me that data. You can see that it is showing me the relevant information. Okay. So that is how you will able to create an interactive dashboard. So that is one of the use cases which I wanted to show you, where we are using the latest data of COVID and trying to analyze it. So once you have access to Tableau server and Tableau online, then you will be able to send the report via mail as well. All right. So you should have access to Tableau server or Tableau online. Then you will get the option to send the message. And in the latest version of Tableau, they have coming up with this export button as well. It's an interesting option which they come up with. Let me use that to help you understand. I'll drag this export here, export to PDF, double click on this. Let's say I want to export to PDF, or you will get various options, whether you want to export to image, whether you want to export to PDF, whether you want to export to PowerPoint. Let me show you all the three options. Let me go with an image. Let me make this button as an image button. I'll choose the icon. So here is my icon which I'm using. What you are looking for, I want to make it as image. Click OK. You see this? This is the image option we have. This is the button now. Let me go with the full screen. When you are clicking it, you see that it is asking me to save in the PNG format. So you can very well save the dashboard in the image format. Same way, suppose I want to make it as an export and I want to make it as PDF. I'll very well go ahead, select the image icon, PDF. Right, so when I click on PDF, you can see that it is asking me to save the data in a PDF format. And finally, the PowerPoint option also we have export, and it depends on your requirement. You can choose whatever way you want to export it into. I want to save it in PowerPoint, image, choose image, and you can choose the PowerPoint logo or something. Okay, you see this PowerPoint, clicking on this, you can get an option to save that. Navigation is also a button. So basically this navigation is used for, suppose I want to go from one dashboard to another dashboard or something, then navigation is used. Suppose I have a chart, let's say I'll put a random sheet here. What I'm looking for is from this particular dashboard, I want to go to dashboard 2. Click OK. And when I click here, it will go to the second dashboard. So it will navigate to the next dashboard. So these are some of the options they have come up with, and I think this is very intuitive, very interesting options which we can use. Database connectivity, I will not able to show you because I don't have database as of now. But suppose if you want to do the connection, then you can go to new data source, and here you can go to MySQL, Oracle. Once you connect to MySQL, you can put the server details, and the port number will be the same. You can put the user ID password, and then you can able to sign in. So from here you can able to connect to any database. It's like huge connectivity we have in Tableau. So this is how you can export it. Now for practice purposes, I will show you some of the websites which will help you to do the practice, because more you practice, that will be good for you. So Makeover Monday is there. This is the website. I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware of it. So they give you a lot of data set. Every Monday they give you one data set. You can participate on this. I think this week they gave some data visualizing insurance rate by state in 2020, right? So World's Happiness Report, and a lot of data. So you can go to the link, you can get the data, you can do the dashboarding, share it with the larger audiences, and showcase them your skills. So from here you can see the download option. So you can able to download, and then obviously you can play around with the data. So a good way of learning, and I think this is what I have. This is one of the websites. You will have data for almost everything. Then there is one more website which is GitHub Amazing Data, something awesome data. Sorry. So this is the website also. You will get a lot of data. So these are the two websites. Then if you are interested in life sciences type of projects, then FDA provides a data. You can use this data as well, where you will get the quarterly data. You can see here every quarter they maintain the data. All right, thanks a lot guys, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.